G'day, this is Simon from the Bracketeer at South OC Cars and Coffee. A wetter morning this morning, but that's not kept the cars away, and a special morning. Behind me you can see my wife Sarah, and we are selling t-shirts. So if you've asked for a South OC Cars and Coffee t-shirt, we now have them. I'm wearing one now. I'll just see if I can bring it down, and we've got the name on the front and the logo on the back, as you can see behind. $25, we're selling them at the show. We have credit card, we have cash obviously as well. We're not selling them online yet just because we don't have the time to go through the whole postage and things, but come to the show. Limited run at this stage, but come and check them. We just got another one as well. So South OC Cars and Coffee t-shirts, which is great. Good turnout, as I mentioned, despite the weather. So let's go for a walk around. A little bit of an exciting thing as well. Todd, one of our volunteers, did something cool. I'll show that in just a minute. But great morning here. So what we just had happening here is Todd, one of our volunteers, just proposed to Lily, his girlfriend, which is great. Look at the crowd of people gathered around to watch this happen. Isn't that great? So congratulations, guys. So now we've got the formalities out of the way of Todd and Lily, which is really great news. Let's look at some cars, starting with my Camaro, and then on to James's Jay's Ford GT, which Todd actually used to help propose. He actually put the ring on the top of the engine, which is cool. 458 Italia. Ferraris galore through here. This one's interesting, wrap and a red interior. Rolls Royce onto another Ferrari, and then another Ferrari, and then we have a McLaren. Then Royal Lamborghinis, look at them through here. Orange, gold, this one is nice, love that. White one there, beautiful, beautiful McLaren there, love it. So you may have just heard that car revving in the background, and I had to stop the video. That was a guy in a really nice Lamborghini, but he just insisted on sitting there and revving the car. So we asked him to leave. He can come back in a month. But the reality is we have these rules because we are trying to protect the event from being shut down like other cars and coffees. We hate having to do that, all right? It's not something I enjoy doing, but it's worth doing to protect the show for everybody that's here. So a really nice looking McLaren there. I think that's papaya orange, and a Aston Martin Lamborghini here, and then a Porsche. And then coming through, this is not an exotic, but we put it in the front row because it is a special car. It's a previous Car of the Week owner. Look at this thing, isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful looking Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird, love it. Viper, really nice blue. Two of them side by side actually, nice to see. Mercedes. And then this, another car worth being in here. You look at this and go, it's a Volkswagen GTI. That was actually in the Battle of the Builders at SEMA this year, the young builders. So really nice car. Going to be a Car of the Week one of these days because so much work done to it. Another Aston Martin, Bentley, GT3, and another Porsche here, a ZR1. It's a really nice looking Corvette. And then a Porsche, another Porsche here, and we got another Corvette over here, really nice. And then this is nice too. Look at this. This is a GT3 RS, beautiful blue, and then M4 here. Really lovely Mercury Woody there. Corvette, Bronco, Volkswagen. Double erection here next to us there. The Thing, another Volkswagen, Volkswagen station wagon there. That's kind of cool. Beetle, and then nice classic M5, a vintage Baja Bug, and then Bob's four-door Thunderbird with the suicide doors. Previous Car of the Week winner, Ira's awesome Chevy truck there. Pontiac. Cams are really nice, really nice. Supra, Mustang, GTO, big crowds, lots of spectators this morning. I guess everyone's home for the holidays. A couple of Corvettes there, really nice.
So, which car?
And then Dr. Joe's nice car there, Mercedes, Professor Joe, not Dr. Joe, what am I saying? Cadillac, Corvette, Hellcat, Mustang's funny, a lot of people coming up and actually thanking me, Robert's Mustang, for kicking that guy out. I hate having to do that. Another Mustang there, Hellcat, and then these two pre-production Supras, which are always good to see here. Bunch of really nice looking R35s coming through here, three of them. They're good to see, love that green one. Some classic Minis. That one with the Union Jack on the roof. Single SU on that, another Mini there, GT350. Cutlass Supreme, cool looking 34, running a Ford V8 as well, which is kind kind of cool to see that a lot of guys will put a small block on these. Mustang WRX, M6, Integra, another M6, Alfa Romeo Giulia. A couple of little Lotuses here, aren't they great to see? Such great little track cars. A Audi C7, AMG, a little BMW, really neat and clean RX-7. This pulled in earlier, just nicely done. A Mustang, Corvair with our regulars. Good morning. There's Sandra, isn't that great to see? Very, very clean Volkswagen bus. Nice looking international. A couple of 3, 4 BMWs side by side, these two 002s, really nice to see, beautiful colour. 914 Volkswagen, really nice little Alfa Romeo there. Another Giulia. Beetle, one of the very first little GTIs. Beetle, a really nice little Porsche Speedster, and then another Porsche up here. BMW. Camaro running a E4 supercharger. Really nice the way they integrate that kit into it. See the engine covers you can get for it as well. Well thought out. Camaro, Mercedes. A bit of rust in the old Econoline there. And then some Porsche through here. And then another one down here. It's nice, isn't it? One of the toughest sounding vehicles we have here, the Chevy truck. Love the Christmas tree in the back. Look at that. Jeep. And then Mercedes, very nice and clean. Chevy truck. This has got some really cool stuff about it, you know, from the quick look at it, it looks pretty stock, but running a big block, 427 badges on it. Interior's had this sort of checker finish to it, but a lot of stuff, tail light, got the Chevy symbol on it, and rear bumper deletes, and exhaust pipes cut into the side, so, and the antenna has been Frenched into the side. So I would say at some point in time this was a fairly extensive build that somebody's done to it, actually for sale. A Corvette, Ford, Subaru, very clean looking Porsche there, very nice Corvette, one of our regulars, Volkswagen, another Corvette here, and another Corvette here, and then Mustang. Good crowds of spectators, which is good. Our regular gentleman here, good morning.
Good job on that Lamborghini.
Thank you so much. Chevy, and a Ford, and a really nicely done Mustang down here. Really nice looking Ford truck, believe you can see a regular. Chevy Biscayne, isn't this nice and clean? Great interior too. I actually love the way they used to do these patterned interiors. Very nice, very, very nice. Cobra replica next to that, and then a Chevy Coupe. Really nice looking Impala, 66 I believe this is, looking at it, 65. So 65 will have 3 round taillights at the back. What sort of gave it away for me is this, I thought these were the taillights down here, but in fact they're just the trim. See how it's got the 3 taillights each side? If it was a 66, the taillights would actually be integrated into this. So still very nice. Good colour too. Mustang, Cobra replica, Chevy 2. Good morning. Mustang, Mercury, really nice. El Camino, very nice looking Corvette there. Audi TT, nice grey. A couple of BMWs. Supra, really love that green. That I went to the LA Auto Show yesterday. That green is making a comeback, so a really nice BMW M8 in that green. That's Laguna Seca blue BMW, and then a Subaru BRZ. Miata, I love the rising sun on the hood. 427 Corvette, very nice. A couple of Camaros, and then a C7 there. Then this is this truck we saw from the other side. I spoke about this last week, all that beautiful metal fabrication on it. S2000, this thing had a really nice whistle to it when it pulled in, and that's why. Look at that sitting there. Little Alfa Romeo, Grand National. They were a very quick car for their day. Porsche M4, Mustang, nice wheels, very nicely done. And then a Jeep up here, love those removal of the doors, that looks really good. And then a Porsche up here. Corvette, look at the size of this Continental, what a great looking car. Massive, very, very cool. Next to it, Cadillac, Also beautiful. Look at the size of that air cleaner on that thing. S2000, Mercedes station wagon. M. I love the fact that younger guys typically are restoring a lot of these classic European cars. M4, M3, another BMW there. Corvette, and then 34, Hellcat, and then a really nice station wagon over here that we've had here a few times. Very nicely done. Running a newer Hemi in that. This beautiful 455 GS, very clean. Potential car of the week winner. Bit of Mopar muscle there. A Corvette. More here. Look at this Charger. Love that front end on that RT. Very nice. Studebaker. And then a Mustang. Then a cute little Corolla. Super clean looking 74 FJ Cruiser. This is nice. Got a soft spot for this thing. Really nice. Aftermarket seats in it, but pretty much everything else looks the same in here. Same original gearbox and everything by the look. Very nice. The grey suits it too. Not an original colour, but still really cool. Good morning. Good to see you. Corvette. Another Corvette. Another Corvette. Look at them all lined up in a row. Another one here. And then this truck that's a regular, sort of got that wash patina look about it. Love those steel wheels on this. Looks really good. 65 Buick Riviera next to a 57 Chevy. Very nice. This is cool too. Bonneville, Mach 1 Mustang, Chevy truck, look at that, nice and clean. And then Ford truck, one of our regulars here, and then really nice looking 55 down here. Isn't that pretty? Now you might have heard that thing start up before. The guy didn't rev it, it's just the way it revs when it starts. I think that's the real deal. That's a GT350 over there. Very nice. Great to see an original Survivor car like that. Very clean Mustang, Bronco, Jeep, Miata, Mercedes, Porsche, Mach 1 Mustang, Focus ST, Chevy truck sitting there. Really nice looking Chevy there too, that's great to see. A M3 Corvette, Mustang, Chevy, another Chevy here. Chevy too, we can't have people putting their signs up. It's actually against the rules of the outlets to do promotional stuff, so I'm going to ask him to take that down next time. Another, what have we got there? Ford, Mazda, Subaru, nice wide body kit on that. Another Mazda 3, that's a Mazda Speed, a little Nissan. This is probably the toughest car that comes to the show. One of the best sounding things that pulls in here, very nice. Subaru, wagon with that Hemi in it, which is good to see, so very nice. WRX STI, classic Toyota station wagon there, 330i BMW convertible, Porsche, a Lexus, a Charger. Interesting rear spoiler on that, don't mind that, looks nice. Little BMW, little Z3 I think that is. Another BMW there. Audi, nice car. BMW, something a little bit more classic here. Really nice wheels on this too, those original wheels. That really makes that car, looks good. Really good interior too. Another BMW there. Mercedes, Audi station wagon too. Little Toyota MR2. Mercedes, a Maserati, Corvette, Nissan. These things have got a real cult following. Anything that keeps the car alive, industry or modification industry alive, love it. Subaru, Mustang there, nice carbon fibre hood on that. Really nicely laid out, looks good. Mercedes, and then a Mustang, very clean, simple but nice. A Volvo station wagon, and then a Mazda, and then a BMW with very nice wheels on it. Over this side, some of our regulars. Little Nissan BMW there, BMW. Another one here, look at the front end of the intercooler on that. BMW there, and another BMW here. Next to another one there, M4. And then a Gen 6 Camaro with a nice front end splitter on that, and wrap. Another Gen 6 there, BMW here. And then a M3 convertible, very clean, nice looking car, and then a Volkswagen here, and then a Tacoma and a Hummer. Forester, but it's a Forester GT. You can tell the fact it's got the intercooler sitting on the top there. So turbocharged, actually a great little car. So think of a WRX motor, it was slightly detuned from what they had performance-wise, but they were a bit of a sleeper. People didn't expect these things to be as quick as they were at the time. Swinging around, really nice little GTO coming through there. Mustang through here, very clean BMW here with those BBS wheels, which looks really nice. And then finally up here we've got a Hyundai R8 with a really nice looking spoiler on the back of that thing. It looks really good. And swinging around, we've got some Porsche here through as well as a GT3 RS. Another GT3 RS. Really like this. This is called Chalk, this colour. Bit of a sucker for it next to another GT3 RS in Miami Blue. This is a nice colour. I'm a real sucker for anything that's a bit of an unusual colour, and this green, after going to the LA Auto Show this week, green is definitely making a comeback. There's some really nice cars. I mentioned earlier there was a new M8 in this green. This Porsche looks great in this colour. Really stands out, looks something different. So nice thing about Porsche, you can get a GT3 done off, or any of their Porsche actually, done to a particular colour spec, which is cool. Aston Martin, that's the serious one, look, I put on that thing. BMW, and then this is a really nice looking Acura NSX. Check that out. Aren't they pretty? Really, really nicely done, both of these bikes. Colour schemes are great. Look really nice. Swing around. Love this. I think this is called a bobber. Yeah, it is. There it goes. Look down there. So this is a Bonneville bobber. I just love the design of this thing. It looks cafe race. It's very nice. Honda, and then I'm guessing it's a Harley, but I can't tell. Another one, Chopper, Yamaha. Can't tell what that is because it's all covered up. But let's have a look what it says under there. It doesn't tell me too much, but interesting. BMW, Kawasaki, and then another Triumph down here. This one's a street scrambler. Really nice. So that's it for another week at South OC Cars and Coffee. Great turnout despite the fact that the roads were wet. Didn't keep people away, certainly didn't stop the crowds from coming along. I think we had a lot of people here for the holidays, which was great. The unfortunate situation with that guy in that Lambo, as I said, I really don't like having to kick people out or name and shame people, but we do that for you so the show doesn't get cancelled. So thanks to all those people who came up and showed their support. We are about to go off and do our car of the week. It was a car I talked about earlier. It was actually in the SEMA Young Battle of the Builders. Different from what we normally award the car of the week to, but a lot of work done to this thing, and I think the guy who owns it deserves it. His name's Stephen. Big thank you and shout out, of course, to the outlets for allowing us to be here. If you do have to do any holiday shopping, please, please, please make sure to come and support the stores at the outlets. We couldn't do this if it wasn't for them, so make sure to give them their business back. Big thank you, of course, to Ruby's for bringing out the coffee and the donuts, and of course to Rockwell's for their food truck as well. Don't forget we have those t-shirts for sale here. We do have limited numbers. We have sold a lot this morning. We will do a rerun, but if you want one of the first batch before Christmas for presents, make sure you're here next week to grab one as well. Have a great week. We will see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.